Hey everyone, Travis here on day 2 of the summer split, week 1, joined by Amazing of TSM, newly printed and freshly minted jungler for the team. Amazing. What's it been like joining TSM and coming over here to America, being part of the NA LCS? What's this whole experience been like for you?
It's been pretty great so far. Like coming to an A, joining a historic franchise, um, basically replacing a legend in the esports scene in TheOddOne, given that honor. It's just pretty great so far.
I know you said that it was an honor, but earlier while you were signing posters, I saw you cross out the odd one's name and sign over the top of it. So is it part of you like, I killed the legend and now I get to take his throne or something?
Exactly. That's how it is. Now I just gotta like make a name for myself and just like I gotta cross out the TheOddOne out of their memories. That's what I'm trying to do right now.
It's like I don't want to live in his shadow anymore, so I'm gonna shove him down so that the shadow can't be there. Now, what's it been like for you to move not just to TSM but also to California? What's the experience been like for you to come over to North America?
Uh, I came out of the plane with a sweater, so it was like 30 degrees like Celsius outside. I was like, what the hell is going on? And overall, it's just like really fun because California is so laid back, in my opinion, compared to Germany, where everything is just strict, while everyone here is just like, "Hey, how you doing? Everything's fine," and everyone just looks up into the sun and is like happy about it. I don't know.
I agree. It is a nice place to live. I'm happy I live here. Now, and then how about like the NALCS? Because obviously you're used to the European stuff, but what's it been like being at the studio, seeing all the different teams, etc.?
It's been kind of exciting because, like, I don't know, NA teams have way more exposure than EU teams. So, like, even if you're like a not so famous NA player, like everyone knows you. So I don't know, like it has been really great to meet everyone and like seen them for myself because I'm honestly like I've always looked up to a lot of players, something like Scara, who's now a coach for Dignitas. I've looked up to Reginald, obviously. I've looked up to TheOddOne. Like, and I'm meeting all those players and compete versus them partly, and it's been really great.
From your interactions with the other NA pros, who's cooler, the NA or EU pros and teams?
The NA teams, like the NA pros, are way cooler. They're just laid back, and they just like enjoy each other's company. While EU teams kind of like, I don't know, from my experience, are a bit more unfriendly with one another.
Sounds like you've fully defected to North America, so I'm very excited to hear this. Now, there's a lot of discussion about how good you are, right? Like people were saying, is he good? Is he better than Odd One? Is he going to be like another god jungler, like what we've seen with some of the other teams? Where would you say that you are right now? Like how strong do you think you are? Do you think you're one of the top NA junglers, or where would you place yourself?
Like you always got to be confident. So I'm saying that I'm one of the top NA junglers, but like I can't say it for, like as the season progresses. Like I will probably have a different opinion or maybe a stronger one. I'm not sure yet. But as for now, I don't know. Like I'm probably behind Meteos, like who's like really a jungle god right now, and he to put so much pressure on the map that you just don't even expect it. But I don't know. I'll probably compete with the likes of Dexter and stuff like that.
Now, we were talking a little bit before this interview. Dexter is also a German jungler like yourself, but you don't talk to him at all. You're done. It's over. There's no conversation. Have you not? Is there no desire to go hang out with your German jungling brethren?
I don't know. Like I'm not a big fan of Germans, even though I'm a German myself. I don't know. Like I have my couple of friends down in Germany, and that's about it. Like I'm not the guy that has to hang out with everyone, just because he's my nationality. Like we're still competing with one another. He's on CRG, I'm on TSM, and I just look forward to face him. That's about it.
So you hate Dexter because he's German.
Yes.
That's good. Glad we got that there. How do you feel you've been competing? Like not just like how much to your maximum do you feel you've been able to pull out in the games that you've participated here in NALCS? Do you think like you're on par with how good you can be right now, or do you think that you are still kind of charging up?
Yeah, I'm charging up right now. Like the thing is that whenever you start the season off, at least that's my feeling. Like you get into the feeling of like you have to perform. You have the off-season pressure. Like you made the change. You come into the next season as the new general. So like you just have to adapt to the situation, have to adapt to the pressure, have to adapt to the people, to everything basically that is in NA. and I don't know, like I'll probably take a couple of more weeks. And right now, like I'm maybe at 70%. So I'll just see what it is.
Has there been any help from TheOddOne for you at all, or has he been sort of just hanging out streaming?
No, he's been really cool to me. Like he has been helping me out on like the streaming part, like setting my PC up and just generally being around the house. Like I don't know, like just changing out strategies. Like I don't know.
Did he give you any ideas of what to expect from some of the North American junglers that he's faced so many times?
Not too much actually. He just let me fall into the cold water. But I'm cool.
It's like swim.
Like I'm really cool with it because I want to make the experience for myself, and I don't know, like everyone just has a different game site, so I don't want to rely on someone else's game site.
Right now, where would you place TSM?
I think we should be second, third, like basically world playoffs placement because that's where we want to be and that's where we should be. And like considering that we just came together and actually have good like somewhat good rotation mid game, at least versus complexity we were able to pull them off. I think we should be around that place. Like LMQ has been looking really strong, whereas CLG has been more shaky. Yeah. So like the only teams that I see us beating right now, and that's something we will see next week, I suppose, or the next weeks, could be like LMQ, Dignitas, and C9 in my opinion.
Okay. Oh, so you'd pit. So you would expect Dignitas to beat you before CLG?
I think so, yeah. Okay. Like they have such strong lanes, and they always actually pick for lanes. And Crumbs has been like, his early game pressure and his early game style has been so great that I see him like as maybe the second best jungler in A right now.
So you think like after I mean, I only ask because there's such a conversation about Shifter and Zion joining Dignitas and what the new Dignitas looks like, but you actually expect to see Dignitas top 4 or so?
I think so. Like Dignitas. Like Zion Spartan, as you saw, like in the G game, he just 1v1, 1v2. And I'm like, okay, what are you doing, son? And just kills people straight up. Like as long as they don't start Nashers, they're gonna be good. Yeah.
Hey, final question, kind of looping back to the beginning of the interview. What was it like telling I assume you had to tell your family, I'm gonna move to America. I'll see you guys later. Peace. Like how was that? How did that all go down?
It went down quite well, surprisingly. Like I have a really close relationship with all of my family, like my sister, my brother, my older brother, and my parents, obviously. And it's been kind of rough in a sense that they obviously miss me, but I'm still Skyping with them every day, or trying to at least. So I keep in touch with them. I don't know. It's kind of weird right now for me, but I'll get used to it.
Were they happy for you to like go have cool experiences abroad?
Yeah, they're really happy because like as soon as you get into LCS, that traveling basically stops. I don't know. When you used to the challenger scene, like I went to Paris, I went to Sweden, I went to like even to China once, just because of the challenger scene. Like I was really like seeing the world. Whereas as soon as you get into LCS, you're basically restricted to that one area. And now actually joining NA LCS is another experience for me.
Very cool. Anything you want to say at the end of this to any of the TSM fans or anybody out there who's watching you jungle now?
Don't call me Morris. Just call me Maurice. I'm good with it. Like, that's about it.
Very good. Well, thank you so much for the interview. Amazing. Really appreciate it. You can check out the rest of our coverage of all things LCS at ongamers.com.